we're seeing a lot of queer, trans, BIPOC people taking space, not asking for it, taking it, celebrating one another, validating one another, and doing so in a way that no Pride event I've ever been to has managed to pull off. I think that the way we have built equity into the infrastructure and like praxis of this event is something that I don't see at Seattle Pride events, which are very like corporate, right? It's give me your money, you're just gay, that's it. You're not, there's no acknowledging of like the very complex identities that we have. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing people celebrate one another and love upon each other in a way that we don't get.
People are dancing, people are carefree, people are getting to know, like I said, getting to know new people, talking to people that they've never talked to. You know, we have a lot of performers from out of state, you know, so our local performers are getting to know those folks and forming connections, which is amazing. People are enjoying good food. We have folks out here, you know, getting their needs taken care of. We have a lot of healing tents. We have people getting massages, getting cold foot baths. This event is important to the Seattle BIPOC, trans and queer community, specifically because I think that Seattle and Seattle Pride type events often, you know, siphon the talent, the labor, you know, of you know, Black and brown trans folks of color, Black and brown queer folks, you know, and this is really an event that, you know, that gives back, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. And I think that a lot of the traditional Seattle Pride events, you know, require us to give a lot of labor and they don't pour a lot back into us. And with this event, people are laboring, but it's a labor of love and they're getting so much more back into that cup. And so that's, you know, that's what we want. I think for our community, a lot of the barriers and a lot of the disparities that occur within the Black community and brown communities, but also within the LGBT community, all of those things are compounded and impact our community, you know, twice as much, 4 times as much, in some cases 6 times as much. And so, you know, I really feel like this is an event where we're centering ourselves, we're creating empowerment for ourselves, we're, you know, reaffirming that we matter, we're reaffirming that we exist, we're reaffirming our humanity.
Moment of silence as we have a dedication from one of our organizers for some of our queer community that we lost this year in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, we go through so much, and also, you know, when we die, I feel like it's an afterthought to sometimes our community, but also just like the general public.
We had some amazing folks in our community pass away. LL, Constance Blakely.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Honestly, I want people to know that, like, we're not out here, like, trying to be revolutionary. This is not a protest. This is literally trans people wanting to be with trans people, you know, and wanting to be with our community and wanting to find that community again after COVID, after being, you know, just away from each other for so long.
And so it's refreshing that we just have a sea of Black and brown folks, but in particular, Black trans folks feel safe. I think it's also like our security out here, you know, holding us down. I feel really great about that, just having those, between all of the collectives and folks who are here, having those connections to just make sure that, you know, we weren't expecting to have 50-ish people doing security, but they, you know, they just rallied for us in less than a week. So I feel full. I just feel so much. You know, sometimes I watch somebody perform or I see someone, I like get choked up because it's just, we haven't seen each other in a long time. And so it's difficult to just not want to run up and, you know, go onto somebody. But I feel full and relief that it's starting. And no one kind of like showed up to harass us. And yeah.
So event is free for BIPOC, and then you can, if you want to check out merchandise and all, let us know.
There's so many people who are, you know, pissed off, like severely pissed off about reparations, and you know, clearly we as a community can't give each other reparations. The general public, white people or whoever, can't give us reparations, but I don't think folks see that it was an insult for them to sit there and say that we're like pocketing the money, especially when this is community funded. This whole entire project is community funded, you know, especially last year, $27,000 in 2 weeks. So I feel like that goes to plane tickets, that goes to hotels, that goes to so many things, that goes to paying for food. Not everybody donated and we're paying for that food. You know, that goes to, and the crazy thing is, I know, you know, I got a bag of money with me and that goes to the performers. So I literally pull from the reparations and give it to the performers. So it just feels like an insult. If only these folks that were here last year, then they would understand what the hell we were doing. Also, there's nothing wrong with getting funds from your community, even if it boggles my mind because we're the most marginalized, right? And folks are pissed off that like we're collecting money and they can't even ask us, where is it going? And once you answer the question, they're just like pissed off. I don't know. I just feel like, the whole thing around that is just like disrespectful.
They were going to do it again, and we're going to keep doing it, and they can stay mad about it.